Who's a good boy? Where you going? Oh. Where are you going, kiddo? Okay. I don't think anyone wants to see your butt. Come here. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, you are silly. Oh, yes, and we like to talk. Yeah. And we love rolling around. Yes, and we can be a little mouthy, which is why no kids. But Panda is a total sweetheart. He is a... Okay. All right, I love you too, sweetie. I love you too. Oh my God, he is such a character. Yes. And he thinks he's part cat. Aw. Oh, handsome. Yeah. That's one of your favorite spots, isn't it? Huh. You like it up there, don't you? Oh. You hear your brother snoring away, huh? Yeah. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. You're such a good boy. Yeah. He loves keeping guard on the house. So he loves laying up there. Yeah. And he'll growl and bark if he sees people outside. Yeah. We had the plows here the other day, and he did not like having the plows come into his territory. Oh, handsome. But as I was starting to say, he is a cattle dog, and I'm guessing hound. He seems to have kind of a hound face, the ears. And when he's outside, he has his nose to the ground. And once he's on a scent, that's it. So he can't be off leash, because once he's outside, he pretty much kind of goes deaf. And he's on a scent, and that's it. In the house, he listens a little bit better, but he is very, very stubborn and willful. And so he's going to need an owner that will be firm but gentle with him. He doesn't like to be told what to do. And if he's pushed past his point that he's comfortable with, he will show teeth. So for this past almost a couple of weeks now, maybe not quite as long, I've been, trying to see, what sets him off. Now, when he first got here, he did have some resource guarding issues with food, but I think that was within the first 24 hours arriving. And before then, he had a really rough couple of weeks with a lot of passing around to different people, different homes. So he was completely stressed. So I've been hand feeding him, and I make him sit before he eats. So he has to work for the food, and he seems more comfortable with it. And so, again, that's another reason why I don't want any children with him, because, if they try to, he has a certain spot on the couch that he likes, which is, of course, my spot on the couch, and doesn't like to move from it. So he's learned that he needs to come off the couch before I go on it, and before he can get back on the couch, I make him sit. And then he's allowed on the couch. So once I'm on the couch and then he comes back on, there's no resource guarding for him because I'm already there. So we've learned a couple of things to work with the resource guarding, but that's something that we'll have to continue with his home. And I would definitely like to see him get some professional training with his new owners, so they can continue to work with him. And like I said, it's because he is a very stubborn, willful dog. So someone that adopts him will need to have some dog experience. And not necessarily cattle dog experience, but ones that can deal with dogs that do have resource guarding issues. He's also kind of a clumsy boy. He's not very graceful. But then again, neither am I, so we're a good match. But we figure he's about 8. Due to his body, just activity level, he's very low energy. Kind of what was fooling us was his teeth, because his teeth are like perfectly white. So he has the teeth of a very young dog. And he does suffer from itchiness. And he is right now on a couple of medications for that. One was an injection, and another one is with pills, which he takes easily by putting them into a pill pocket. Panda! Okay, good boy. So he still gets itchy here and there, but while he's on the pills, it's not so bad. But that's why he has this shirt on to help prevent him from scratching too much, and it does definitely seem to help him. We were just outside the snow, so I'm not sure if him trimming his nails or is because he's just trying to wash the snow off his feet. And he's not really a big fan of the snow. I was trying to get him to stay outside and play, but he ran up to the door and wanted to go back in the house. So I think he prefers the warmer temperatures, is not into the snow, which is kind of a good thing for me because I'm not either. I think him and I are both waiting for the warmer weather to return. He is housebroken since he's been here. He's not had a single accident. He is crate trained, but he does not like the crate, and I would not recommend him for someone living in an apartment, as he will bark for quite a while. He will eventually stop, but you will have upset neighbors if you live in close proximity to them. And he has a very high pitch, sharp type of bark. He needs some leash training. I use a no-pull harness on him. It's called Walk Your Dog with Love. It's one of the simplest harnesses to put on them. They're very easy to adjust. And he tries to zig and zag because he wants to go where he wants to go. So he knows when I take out the short leash and the harness that he's going for a walk and he's not allowed to sniff things. He must keep moving with me. And I also then have a fun leash for him that's longer, and I use that when we're on the grass. I don't have a fence. And then he can do his own thing for that. So he has a structured walk and then a fun walk. He is great in the car. Hey, Panda. Sweetheart, come on. There we go. We want to see your face. He is absolutely fantastic in the car. He just sits in the back, and I've run some errands, and he does not even try to get into the front when I'm out of the car. He just stays sitting there and just looks out the window and is quite content with that. So if you want, to have like a traveling buddy, he would be perfect for that. He can be vocal sometimes, nothing too bad. since he's been here, he has learned sit, and something that he did not want to do when he first arrived for the first, well, I'd say almost the first week. He does have, supposedly, his knees have some arthritis in them, so he is on pain meds for that. But even before he was on pain meds, he can still jump up into a car, jump over things. He tried to jump up onto a wall, over a wall. So we just put him on the pain meds just to see if maybe that was why he was having some resource guarding, if it was perhaps pain that was causing it. I honestly really don't see any difference in him activity-wise from when he wasn't on the pain med, so I'm not sure if they really are needed, but I will continue with them on there. But the vet definitely felt some decrepitness in his knees. But at this point, it is definitely not slowing him down. He loves squeaky toys. That's his, of all the toys, that's his favorite. He loves to play tug of war. He has I've not seen any resource guarding with toys. He's fine with that. In fact, he'll bring toys to me and shove them into my face. Nothing about him he does is subtle. He doesn't understand personal space or anything like that. He does, he loves, when I'm on the couch, he just loves me on the couch and he'll just sleep. So he kind of goes with whatever your activity is. So I would definitely consider him a low energy dog. It doesn't take much to, I wouldn't say tire him out, but, he's not really an active dog. So, he's perfect for maybe someone that's older or, someone that adopts him does not need any cattle dog experience with him. He lives with, he's fine. He's good with dogs. I have a 15-year-old, about 30-pound dog, which is a little smaller than him, and he's very respectful of my dog, who has difficulty now getting up and walking, and can't tolerate any dog jumping on him or really even bumping into him. It doesn't take anything for him to fall over, and Panda has been very, very gentle with him. He is really good with him. I also have a couple of cats that he's been really good with. He doesn't chase them. Outside, on the other hand, if there's a cat outside that goes running, he will try to chase them. So he definitely does try to, chase after anything that does move. So if I'm outside walking with him, he gets very excited if he sees people, or people with dogs especially. He starts, whining and tries to drag me towards them. In his case, I think it's just more because he wants to greet them, because he does it's the high pitch barking, not the lower barking. But also he will bark if he sees anyone outside. So again, if you have, close neighbors, again, if you have an apartment, he probably would not be a good fit. You probably wouldn't have happy neighbors. But he is, he really is an easy dog to have. Just the person, come on, hey. Just, like I said, someone that is going to have to, work with him, and that, he doesn't rule the house. That's what he needs. He needs to learn rules. He needs structure, and and it will take him a little time to get to trust you. And but he really is a great dog. Unfortunately, you can't see him because he's still busy with his foot, which I guess I'm going to need to take a look at to see what's going on with his foot. Hi, kiddo. Yes. But he is very, very sweet. He's kind of got a hound face. Definitely like the beagle ears. But he's got the Bentley mark of a cattle dog. The eyes, though, are like of a hound. So he's a really a cute mix. He's about 41 pounds. So kind of like a perfect size. Not too big, not too small. And just one big lovable guy. and he would love to find a home. Hopefully for, now that the new year is here, so hopefully we can find him a home soon. All right, so if you're interested in Panda, please let me know. Hey, Panda. Hey, let's see that face one last time. Ah, look at that face. How can you say no? Okay, bye everyone.